All right. Hope everybody is ready because we've been waiting for a while and everyone's excited for waiting for this high flying octane ramen bowl action. We got CXL in the kickoff versus Deluxe, who tries to get a quick flick but dunked by Don midfield. Ness gonna try and take the slow play, gets dunked by CXL, fires it straight back. What are you expecting to see here, Boston? You got any predictions?
Week one, I'm expecting to see, a lot of so much as nerves, but just sloppy play coming out the beginning here. This is ramen. This is the height of United Rogue, but it's going to take a little bit for these guys to get going.
Yeah, I gotta agree. It might be the little preseason jitters because, well, we didn't have a preseason. So this is the preseason. Week one, feeling out your teammates, feeling out the opponents. And, everybody's going to want to get that dub. And I don't know, I've been hearing a little smack talk in the distance of the chats of URs. San Antonio thinks they're going to take this number one power rank team on, but Deluxe says, I don't think so. Puts the shot on. Portland takes the lead.
Ness putting some pressure on CXL off of the backboard, but the demo came in and the net was left wide open. It's an easy shot for Deluxe, and it's 1-0 to the Journey.
Yeah, solid start here if you're a Journey fan tuning in. They're going to look to continue it. Deluxe on the cheat here. Doesn't quite get the touch needed and feels backflip there, Boston. Everybody's felt that once or twice.
Oh, my God. And I'll tell you, that is the worst possible time to have that, too. Directly off the kickoff, you know you can save it. You just scored the goal. I mean, hate to see it, but the game is tied.
Hey, happens to the best of us. Happens to me all the time, so that must mean I'm the best. Just kidding. This one off to the side. CXL, quick shot, going up top. Ness is up there quickly, though. Deluxe going to fake that one off for Wovah to get the touch into the corner. Good touch by him, and Deluxe will move that one upfield. I got to like the positioning and the rotations here. They're very short and sweet here, Boston.
Yeah, we were talking before the match about this roster for the Journey. I mean, you have so many great players here. Deluxe, Ness, and Wovah, all solid. They're number one in the preseason power rankings. Let's see if they can put it together. They got to look out for these passing plays, but they just have to settle into this game early on because right now it's just a whole lot of touch and see and feel for each other what's going on, and they're just kind of waiting to see what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I like about, Rumble players and players of your caliber in particular. You play the first game and it's more of, feel out the other team and then you transition in the game too. And, better players can really adjust. Whereas like the lower leagues, they kind of just, they try and adjust, but you guys got the mechanics, a little bit bigger brains, so you guys can really change up your gameplay from game one to game two. And that's what I like about these higher levels of play.
Yeah, you can see so far as this one's going, there's a lot of spacing between all the players. A great pass there. Deluxe with the shot just misses. I think if we were in game 2 or 3, he probably hit that one.
Yeah, we're about halfway through the game, and we're basically, the game reset right now. Tied at 1, 2:40 on the clock. Portland looking to try and get something going on here, but San Antonio on the attack, and, they got a new name in UR, I've heard. The Sarah Revenge. A little bit of a meme coming from the United Rogue stream, Boston. Some of the casters were mispronouncing Sarah. They were calling them Sarah.
Love to see it. Well, we won't be making that same mistake. Ness off to the sidewall. Wovah going to clean it up. Gets a touch past Don, and he's going to try and take this into the corner. It's a lot of just hitting the ball back and forth. There's not a lot of possession going on. Trill trying to do an air dribble there. Don almost gets the read, and he's going to get one pass, but this time it's CXL, and it's going to be a lead with 2 minutes left for San Antonio.
Yeah, great play there by Trill, clean air dribble to get it all going, and great job not to panic by Portland. They get a good touch to the side, but, it all kind of fell into place for Sar right after. So 2:05, and San Antonio working with a lead for the first time in the game here. Deluxe gonna try and beat to the ball, but CXL takes him out of the play completely. Wovah gonna hand that one off the Ness, chip down into the corner, hoping for a good bounce, but Trill is there to move that one off the side. Wovah throwing the body around, trying to get a little bit of revenge going on perhaps. We got 1:45 left on the clock. Portland needs a goal to tie it up.
Yeah, Portland just looking like they're moving a little bit slow here. You can see a lot of demos coming out from San Antonio, and it's working really well right now. I want to see Portland kind of work together as they move up the pitch. A lot of the inside passing plays, because right now they're just kind of hitting the ball forward and into the corner, but they're not reading the game well right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the shot stat line. Can't talk here. 6 shots coming in for San Antonio and 6 for Portland. So, they're kind of dead even, but it's just, as you just pointed out, just the things that are going on. Ness up top to meet Trill. Trill gets the better end of that 50-50 mid-air. Don gonna try and go bump somebody. Nobody's there to bump, though. Ness gonna have to try and play patient here. Good. No panics coming in by the Journey. A little bit of a double commit here, perhaps, but doesn't look too terrible. Trill gonna be called off by CXL. Good call off there, Don, and to make something happen, but nothing really does happen from it. Here comes Wovah on a solo play, perhaps, but met by Wild Trill midair.
And they got about 40 seconds to make something happen. It's not panicky like you were saying, but it's really awkward for the Journey right now. They have to get into a groove. Deluxe receiving that pass, tries to take a shot. Trill is going to get it off the backboard and try and clear it in front of his net. He's dribbling in front of it. Ness can't contest. It's a great play from Trill and the Journey on the back end.
Yeah, San Antonio looks pretty comfortable in the attacking third here. Once they get in, Portland, like you said, little panicky, and as I said, nobody can get back in time. And the assurance goal from State Farm on the line here could be enough. 14 seconds, I mean, tons of time, but in the other side, it's not a lot of time.
With 14 seconds left, I'm probably going to go ahead and say that this one's just about done, but I need the Journey moving forward to try and just settle down. They are really good. Individually, they just have to work together.
Yeah, you see a lot of these individual efforts coming out here, as you just said, and there you go. They must have heard you talking. They're finding each other midfield, so that could be good to work with going into game 2, and that's what they got to be talking about here, I believe. In between the game, take a breather, take the 60 seconds if that's what you need, and kind of work out what went wrong, and start to put your head down and power through game 2.
Trill was the man to watch there for San Antonio. He was all over the place. You can even see at the end of the game there, he just took the ball up to the corner, did a little move with it, bought some time, and was just so calm and concise with everything that he did. That's what the Journey need to do. There was a lot of hesitation. There was a lot of, like we saw right there, the backflip. I mean, little things like that. Your team just has to calm down. You have to settle in. I mean, it's game number 1, right? You're going to be nervous. You're not going to play up to your full potential. And you just have to sit back and tell yourselves, okay, we got that one out of the bag. Now let's go in there and show them what we got.
Yeah, I am excited to see if they can just really readjust here going into game 2. And I know the Journey, they kind of waited a little bit. Maybe they got a little bit cold waiting for San Antonio to arrive to the airport, but they're going to want to make a quick series out of this because a couple of them playing MLE on a stream match here in 40 minutes. But that's tons of time here to wrap up the series as well. I think it's Wovah and Deluxe both playing in that. So let's see if Portland can readjust and make the corrections for game 2 that they didn't have in game 1.
And here we go, the start into game number 2. It's CXL and Wovah off the kickoff. It's pretty neutral. Don is looking to follow up. And a great ball in. If Wovah had boost, it seems like he would have had a chance to put that one on. But it's Ness off the sidewall to Deluxe. He's going to push it forward. And we're looking for the Journey to settle into this game number 2.
Yeah, and I'm going to be keeping my eye on Trill. Like you said, if the car control was there, his speed, his recovery was just really on another level last game. So that's one guy to look out for, as you pointed out. Don's already upfield. Look for a touch here to get that in front. Cannot. CXL's there. Quick touch in front near post. Deluxe, he's got space. He's got time. Going for the dribble flick. And Wovah being a bully, just carrying CXL into the corner. But it does not result in anything. But maybe, get under the other player's skin is what you want to do.
That was a great take right there. I mean, that's what the Journey need to do. They need to bring the ball forward without just slamming it to the other side. If they can just have a little bit of possession, the speed will come with it. So I'm looking for them to just, keep doing stuff like that and slow down on the panic plays because, we all know that they're a very capable roster and they just have to show it here.
Yeah, they're out here, trying to tell everybody this is why we're number 1 on the power rank, because everybody's got their eye on this team. This is a huge bounce back season compared to last season, and high expectations from everybody. So a lot of weight on their shoulders, and that could have resulted in the early jitters in game 1. Great solo play effort here, but again, they need to be working together just to really finish these touches. Deluxe, good catch at midfield, tries to get the flick early, but Don's there too quick, and he's going for Wovah, and that buys enough time for the Journey to rotate back to help out the teammate.
Yeah, and those demo plays when you're leaving a rotation can be really disruptive. I mean, it does enough for Wovah he jumps up to avoid it, but it does enough for you to slow your pace down. And if San Antonio keeps doing this, they're going to keep slowing the journey down, and they're going to keep creating opportunities for themselves because Portland just can't get into a rhythm.
Oh, beautiful chance there, Boston. That nice quick touch off the sidewall, a little pass off the backboard kind of area. That one, quick shot. CXL is going to have an easy save here. Try to get the clear. It's going to hit the ceiling, come down midfield. Ness is there, going to try and beat Deluxe. He's got him in sight. That one just wide. 2:30 left on the clock. Deadlocked at 0.
Deluxe off the sidewall, looking for a pass to Wovah, but again, it's Trill who's pushing really hard on that defensive end. There's not a lot of chances coming here for the journey. They only have 3 shots, even though it's more than San Antonio's 2. They still aren't doing a lot to create chances for themselves.
Yeah, we're just waiting for one of these teams just to kind of walk away with what they're doing. And look at this, CXL going for a clip of the week here, perhaps. Couldn't quite finish it off, though. Deluxe going for a pinch, maybe calling Ness off there. A little bit of a double, but Ness falling in place perfectly to get something from the cross side. He's going to fall back at midfield to be last man here. Going to catch the ball midfield, but he's got to make another one. Great touch here to follow it up. Wovah going to try and center this, perhaps. No, he's just got to take the shot. I think Trill was thinking what I was thinking. He was looking at the man coming down on his right and trying to cut off that pass, but it was really a shot.
That's a great play by Wovah, getting in front of the ball and then side flipping into it to fool the defender. It's things like that that are going to help turn this series around. It was great patience by him and a wonderful goal.
The Journey working with the lead once again. They had the lead in game 1, couldn't quite hold on to it though. CXL gets a nice follow-up touch down in front. Don couldn't make the touch as well. Trill burying in as last man there, but CXL was on the way back, so no danger at all for him to challenge that. Wovah going for the big dunk, could not get the hand down in the net though.
That was a great pass by Ness there to Deluxe and a good demo, and that's what they need to do. They need to be the disruptors instead of sitting back and let San Antonio take the game to them. It was a good lead-off pass from Ness to Deluxe, a good demo by Wovah, and it's a wide-open net to shoot at. 2-0 Portland.
Hey, I try and tell Sully all the time, they can't save the ball if they're dead, but he doesn't agree with me and always yells at me, so I don't know, there's some proof for the pudding there. Trill up top, off the ceiling, quick touch, it's going to be off the backboard. Deluxe reading that one, but oh man, it looked like he had a touch, but he actually did not. Don gets a touch over to the corner. Wovah, a little bit of space to work with here, but hits it upfield. Trill's waiting patiently, actually, it's a double demo, a little bit of trade going on there, Boston. Oh, the physicality!
I can't believe how some of these demos happen sometimes. It blows my mind how some of these plays result in someone being demoed. But that's just the physical side of this game that we're seeing so far. And it benefits San Antonio, but Portland's handling pretty well in this game number 2.
Oh man, I gotta just give it to Ness there. The patience he had not to panic with his teammate falling on his windshield basically, and him just to sit there and make the perfect, just simple save. Like, he didn't even move, he just caught it. Like, I would have panicked there for sure. Great patience, gotta point that out for him. It's the simple stuff sometimes that's the bigger stuff.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that you can say about Ness is he has that capability, but like the rest of his teammates, it took him a while to get going, but now we're starting to see what this Journey team is capable of as they ease into this match.
Yeah, you can see like their break out of their zone so much cleaner right now, and this one's going to be a big clear down to the end. Wovah's going to have to catch up to this one. CXL's going to try and cut it off, but yeah, just their rotations are allowing them to break out of their own end so smooth, and where last game they kind of got trapped in their own zone quite often. Quick pinch off the near post, but game 2 will go to Portland. We have a tied series 1-1.
Much better from the Journey in that one, and you saw there just at the very end, Wovah comfortably taking the ball up from his own corner all the way down towards the enemy net. He bought time for his teammates to get back, and then he had enough poise and control to push it back all of the defenders. It's things like that that are going to turn the tide here, and now we have a tied match.
Yeah, I mean, this one could go the full series with the way these two teams are playing. But, I mean, both teams want the full point, so nobody will really want to go that full length to Game 5. So, I don't know. Portland looked pretty good in Game 2 with the adjustments they made. But, San Antonio, even though they lost, still looked pretty strong as well. So, what do you think's going to happen here, Boston, coming into Game 3?
It looked for the beginning half of that match like San Antonio was just going to keep going at Portland. But they weren't able to create enough offensive chances for themselves. It looked like they were relying a lot more on the demo plays than actually their offense. And I think it hurt them a little bit there. Portland was able to settle in. Portland was able to, control the ball a lot more, and they were making some plays. They were looking for each other. We saw that one passing play from Ness off to Deluxe while Wovah went and cleared the net. So I'm looking for more of the same out of Portland, and San Antonio is going to need to change up their tactics if they want to hold on with this one.
Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. We got game 3 kicking off right now. Trill versus Ness. Ness going to win that one towards CXL. CXL is going to have all the boost in the world and space to work with. So he's going to carry across to Trill, perhaps. Wasn't quite ready for it. Actually, I think Wovah cut that off quite well. 2 San Antonio players up. This could be bad for San Antonio or Portland. Depends how it goes. And it looks like it went in favor of Portland on the counterattack.
Yeah, that was a close one. The initial play looked like it was a pass from Trill or from CXL out to whoever was waiting, but it never connected. That was their best opportunity there. And then as the ball was floating in front of the net, they had another chance to just tap it home. But really good defense from Portland, and you saw Ness cleared it out away without any problems.
Don going to try and utilize his flip to get to midfield for the touch. Doesn't quite get there. His teammate makes a good effort of getting the shot on goal, but Wovah just standing strong in nets. Deluxe going to try and get there quick, but he actually 50s Trill, or not Trill, I think it was Don midfield completely all the way down in the corner here. Portland starting to work with a little bit of space in the attacking third. Ness is going to be able to turn on this one, and he will. Takes it by Trill, gets to midfield, but Don is there and puts it back into the Portland end.
It's out into the corner from Deluxe. Don is going to keep the pressure on. Trill is high off the sky, and Ness goes with that defensive clearance. Don trying to keep the pressure up here for San Antonio, but Portland, you can see they're just settling really well into this series, and they look the better team right now.
Yeah, that was a big save there coming in by San Antonio as well. But a lot of mid-air 50-50s and just transitions back and forth right now here in Game 3. Just kind of, jockeying for that real estate at midfield, which no team's really claimed yet. As Ness is going to put that off the sidewall. Midfield, Wovah, he's going to wait and try and cut it. But CXL, I don't think was in his vision right there and cut that off quite well.
Yeah, that was the wrong time for patience. We saw a great save out of Deluxe right there. That's got to be a communication thing. His teammates have to let him know you can't take the time there. You have to clear that downfield. But, like I said at the beginning, this is week 1. They're still, settling into this. Yeah, they don't look their best yet, but they're starting to be the team that we think that they could be. You see flashes of it here in this first match.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. You see these glimpses of glory, and as I say that, Trill is in net. He wasn't on my screen, but thought we had a walk-away goal, but the phantom third just kind of chilling back there, waiting patiently for it. Quick pop-up field. Wovah going to be up, but he's met by Trill, who's much faster, and this one down into the corner. Ness, big clear-up field, but, that is going to result in San Antonio be able to cut this off. Quick shot and a big save again coming in by Deluxe.
Yeah, it looks like San Antonio's kind of just waiting for their counter chances. Portland, if they push forward all 3 of them, great bump there, and Wovah's got a wide open net. Well, as I'm saying that, the counter ends in a goal for Portland instead. Those bump plays, they're going to leave the net wide open, and Deluxe and Wovah having a good understanding there of how to take the lead.
The phantom third caster even saw that too and was like, oh my, look at the physicality coming in. You're just crediting them their patience on the counterattack, and how do you eliminate that? I guess you just bump them out of the way if they're going to be back there patiently, and Portland gets a lead to work with here just over halfway through the game. Gonna feed this one up, field redirect just wide. That would have been nice, Boston.
Yeah, I teach my students. I think they're watching in this game right now, all about the redirect school, and that would have been a really good clip right there.
Yeah, I like to try and go for those every once in a while, but you got to hit the ball to make those happen, and I haven't figured that out yet myself. So this one, downfield, Ness up top to meet that one. Don faking that one up to Trill. Trill gonna try and give it back to Don. Say here, round 2, but no, Deluxe being that Deluxe defense that he is in the back lines right now. Trill gonna, it's just back and forth at midfield, kind of transitioning possession back and forth right now. Kind of feels like the first 3 minutes of the game.
Great demo from Ness right there. Might lead to a goal. No, it doesn't. Trill with a great save off the backboard. I've been kind of disappointed with what I've been seeing from Ness so far. He's definitely a better player than what he's been showing. As I say that, he goes for the double. And that's just the caster's curse right there. You can't have it any worse than that. What a goal by Ness, and a great touch pass from Deluxe.
You know, like, I've been casting for a while, and I swear to God, Boston, that, like, when you start talking, they roll the windshield down there, and they stick their ear out and do the, the old Hollywood Hulk Hogan wave of the arm, say what? Take one of these. And, the classic caster's curse just breaks out.
You know what? If there's going to be a caster's curse and it involves in a Portland goal, I'm completely okay with it.
CXL up top, Wovah up top first, though, to make that good touch. He's low boost here, gonna try and make it 50. I think he got bumped out of the way, and a good clear to alleviate some of this pressure here and try and sit on the cushion that they built themselves. They got State Farm on the line, got the insurance goal rolling up here. Deluxe ceiling down. Those are dangerous touches. That's very potent. I've heard, slamming off the ceiling straight down is really tough to read as a defender.
It's a really good play on the offensive side. I mean, a lot of people like to take their offensive game into the air. But when you do that, you usually have someone always on the backboard, and slamming it off the ceiling is a great way to counter that. It was a good chance there, and it almost led to a goal for Portland.
Dying seconds of the game, this looks like Portland will be coming out victorious here in Game 3 to move up 2-1. But I mean, Caster's Curse is their 3-pointer here. No, we're not playing hoops, Boston. You got to calm down here, Dunk Master Season 9. But Portland takes it, and they'll have the lead.
Yeah, Portland looking like the better team. I mean, they have ever since halfway through that second game. San Antonio just struggling to find chances on the offensive end. The shots don't really tell the whole story of that match, but it's going exactly how I thought it was going to go. Taking a while to get started. It's the first game. It's the first series. And they're starting to show what they're capable of.
Yeah, I mean, Portland won 2-0. They got the shutout, but they had 6 saves too, so they were doing it on both ends as well. But that also resulted from them being, trapped in their zone a little bit too long, and maybe taking a few too many shots. So you got to give credit. I saw Deluxe making a couple really clutch saves in Wovah as well. But the Portland squad, glimmers of greatness here. We both said that. On defense, sometimes they shine like a diamond, and on the offense, and sometimes they kind of just get trapped in their own zone for like a little bit too long, but they persevered here and got the shutout. So they're going to be looking to be on match point rolling in here to Game 4, and if they win, they get all the gems here. They get the full 4 points, and if not, we go to Game 5, and each team will get 1 point at least.
Been really impressed with Wovah so far for the journey, and Trill so far for San Antonio. Trill is going to have to be the man to lead the offensive charge for the revenge if they're going to want to get back into the series.
5 minutes on the clock, Game 4. Wovah gonna ship this one ahead. He's gonna try and follow this one up. Gets a little flippery doodah on that one. Moves it ahead, but Trill's there. 50-50, shooting straight up. He's gonna be the next one that challenges this one again. This guy's got speed and finesse. No boost to work with, but he's gonna go grab that one in the corner, but try and grab Wovah on the way by, who actually took that boost. So he's got no boost to go back with. 20 seconds in the game here. Portland on the attack. Quick save by San Antonio.
There's too much time there in between when Portland hit the ball and when San Antonio reacted. I mean, they're just waiting way too far back. They have to start pushing forward because right now you're on match point. You have to start doing something differently.
Yeah, I mean, you say something differently, and all of a sudden it's a mechanic show here as the musty off the sidewall kind of turned out to another shot here, but he just buries that one top left on the rebound. The 50 just came straight down.
And as I said that's exactly what we just saw. You saw that quick turn from Don there in the corner. Whether his teammate called it out or he just had the awareness himself, that's exactly what San Antonio needs to do. That was a quick reaction on the offensive end. It led to a goal, and now you give yourself some momentum.
Yeah, Deluxe going to meet this one up top. They're going to have to get a goal here quick. You don't want to fall behind too far early on in the game. And what a shot by Wovah, but a big save by Don. That was right up their top 90. So perfect play shot, but, great defense there. Portland going to have to try and transition this one back into their possession at midfield, but Don will take that 50-50 and go straight down. But Wovah will alleviate this pressure and clear all the way down, but that gives San Antonio another chance to counterattack.
Yeah, it was a risky touch by Wovah initially, taking that light tap in front of his own net, but it worked out for them, and they were able to alleviate the pressure, like you said. Chance to counter here. Wovah off the ceiling, looking for a solo play. Tries to get the flip reset. He does, but it's 2 defenders up in the air, and it's met well by San Antonio.
Yeah, Ness trying to do a good job there, attacking at the right moment as last man, buying his time well, does good job, but San Antonio starting to maintain possession once again. We've seen it in Game 1s and several times in the other games where San Antonio kind of traps Portland in their own end, and they're starting to do that periodically in this game, but Portland breaking into their own zone quite well with mechanics here. That was another flip reset attempt coming in by, I don't know if it's Deluxe or Wovah, but the mechanics really coming out on both sides here all of a sudden. And I think the teams are starting to feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's flashbacks to game number one, actually. We're 2 minutes gone, and Portland hasn't had a lot of chances offensively. It's 3-2 shots for them. And, I thought I was just about to get the caster's curse again, a chance there from Ness. But they have to keep doing that. That was a really good opportunity by Portland. They're moving right now, it seems, to break out of their own end. So I'm liking what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, Deluxe going to try and fire that one. Far post. Did a good job at CXL. Got a good touch there. Dunked by Ness. Don's up. Deluxe up. Who's quicker? Who's bigger? Who's better? Neither of them actually just kind of neutraled out at the bottom of them there. Ness going to fire that one back in and just rotate out. Wovah, he's not going to be able to challenge that one. So Trill will get a touch and a good scoop on it. Everybody's up by San Antonio. Huge chance to punish. Wovah slots it, and I called it right there. The double commit, and Portland just punishes.
That's a really good play from Deluxe. The double commit, like you said, Wovah with a good turn. He shoots at a free net, but it all starts with the pressure from Portland. They had him pinned into their own zone there for a long time, and eventually the defense will break.
Yeah, Portland met with kind of a gift from above, It just kind of falls into your lap. So, and we haven't seen San Antonio make too many big errors like that in front of their net. They've done a job, and as I'm talking, Wovah pulls the pants down and says, I'll take the lead.
He's been leading the charge for Portland this entire series. The patience that he's able to have is so important there. Trill just kind of has to go, but instead he sits back and Wovah undresses him.
2:05 on the clock, Portland, they're in the driver's seat here. The fate is in their hands to get full points. And Deluxe, what would go better than a 2-1 scoreline? Some assurance to go on top of that. So they're going to go cross side here in midfield. Ness doesn't have it on top of the car for a flick, but he'll try and take the 50. Quick shot by Deluxe. Perfectly placed. Well, I'd say perfectly, and it'll be in the net, but a very good placement to hit the crossbar and a near miss for Portland.
Oh, I know all about the crossbar. I think I have the most crossbar hits out of anyone in the history of Rocket League. Trill clears it off to the corner wall there. Deluxe is going to read that and intercept, but Trill reads him right back. Portland looking to keep the ball in, but instead it's CXL for leaving some pressure.
Yeah, big clear here in San Antonio. CXL's on the backboard there, boss. I don't know if you see him just waiting up there, and big save.
Oh, man.
Pinching that one off the post, but San Antonio getting really aggressive here, I'm noticing.
Yeah, and like I said, they have to do something to change it, and setting off the backboard, sometimes helps. Pushing your entire offensive attack forward is what you're going to have to do to make something happen when it's pretty stale.
Yeah, and a good dribble here. Time's of the essence. Meeting a minute under right now. San Antonio has to do something, and this could be something about Wovah. Good clear. Ness upfield. Nobody's back. Antonio, big chance, but Ness didn't have the boost to work with to put that in. He'll have to rotate back, scoop up some boost, and play last man. Wovah takes a 50, and Trill is going to fire this one upfield, trying to do something, cross it down. This is dangerous. Great shot, but that one's actually wide. Deluxe does not have to panic for that one. I think he realized a little bit too late. This one, Dom crept up just a hair too far, boss, and that had a very good play written all over it.
Yeah, but he's pushing up really far because there's 20 seconds left in this game, and they need to push forward in order to get a goal and equalize. CXL clears it off the backboard. Wovah going to read it off to Ness on the sidewall. A chance there, and he gets the pinch off of the wall. Nothing coming of it, though. Deluxe keeps it in, and it's looking more and more likely that Portland is going to win this one. Wovah keeps it on the ground, and that's going to do it.
Yeah, you gotta like the safe play there. If that was me, I'd try and keep it up, and then we get scored on. But the smart big brain, that's why they're Ramen. They put it down safely and let it roll across the ground. Look at the stat line. This was the most shots, maybe even the whole series combined, Boston. They had 14, and I think they usually only had 4 or 5 in most of the games.
14-5 in the shots. I mean, it took till game number 4, but Portland finally found their rhythm, and that's what we're going to see moving forward. I mean, week number 1, it was slow and sloppy for both teams. San Antonio just kind of the better looking one in game number 1, but you see the quality of this roster, led by Wovah, who it just looks like he's in command every time he touches the ball. We'll see some more from Ness moving forward. I was pretty impressed with Deluxe, and then I'm really eager to see what all the hype is for their 4th man knit. So excellent start for the Journey team, and let's hope they can keep it going moving forward.